You're all doing well. Farmer Mike here. Well, let's talk about this weekend. Yesterday, what an incredible day. Excellent gardening class. I had good students, students that really wanted to learn. It was an awesome class. And we have another class coming up May 4th, and that's at 10:30, which is in succession with the other two that we've already done. That'll be our third class. So we will be talking about warm weather crops, how to plant them, what to do, what to not do. This is a good class coming up, and that's May 4th at 10:30. If you want to come by for that, definitely do so. In the meantime, we're open today. Happy Easter, everybody. It's an incredible day, a little bit overcast, windy as heck, but that's okay. Even though the garbage from the street is all blowing down onto my fence. But, to eliminate more garbage from the street, we'll just pick it up later on. So, we have quite a bit of stuff planted already. We have arugula, spinach, celery, and broccolini planted. And the rest of this week, we're going to be planting the rest of the broccolini and onions, beets, all the cool weather stuff is going to go in. And in around the second week of May, first week of May, depending on the weather, depending on the night temperatures, we'll be planting the tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, basil, squash, zucchini, green beans, and then later on, around 4th of July weekend, in go the pumpkins and squash. And and we'll also be starting our fall crop too. So, things are looking good at the farm. It's coming along. We got so much work to do here. I want to paint the front fence because it got dirty over the winter. I want to have it pop when you folks pull up. Have it pop and just say, wow, look how bright that is. I hope we can get to it because there's so much work. And as usual, I'm understaffed. But we're getting there. The volunteer program is still open. Anybody who wants to join the volunteer program, you're welcome to do so. It's an awesome program. The work can be hard, but the reward is amazing. So the reward is you will learn how to farm organically, or you can downscale it, how to garden organically. The things that you're going to learn here are things you will not learn by doing it yourself or anywhere else, because after years and years on this property, I have a lot of tips and tricks and all kinds of shortcuts and ways to save money, ways to make money. So these are all, if you apply these methods and techniques to your garden at home, you'll have a lot of success. We have on the farm stand today, we have not much fruit yet, still, stuff is still growing, but we have some potatoes. We have Peruvian purple potatoes, purple on the outside, purple flesh too, which are delicious. We have just a little bit, small quantity of sweet potatoes. Folks, pies are sold out. Cherry, blueberry, apple, completely sold out, which is a good thing. We sold them out yesterday. Yesterday was super busy. But we still have, and that's what we have inside as far as produce. Now, we also have plenty of eggs. Mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, crumbled feta cheese, raw butter. Also, that's from Amish farms. We also have butter from Modena, Italy, and lots of honey, maple syrup too. But we have plenty of honey today. So if you're feeling, hello, Kathy. So if you're feeling a little bit nasally from your allergies, from your pollen allergies, because today's sun comes out, today's going to be a heavy day with allergies. You can come by and you can buy any of these products, which is just the pure straight honey, and it's all raw. Or you can get the honey and garlic infusion, which is not just for allergies, but if you have a cold or a little bit of a sickness, that's really good for you. That's a double dose of antibiotics, natural antibiotics. And we also have bee pollen. And you take that and you put that in your cereal and your smoothie, you know, anything that you're eating raw, you just put about a half a teaspoon in that. So these are 3 things that we have to remedy your allergies. So you can come on by. We're open all day. We're open from 10 to 6. Actually, I'm going to leave at 5 tonight because it's a holiday. Maybe, unless I get involved in something here, then I'll stay till 6. But safely, if you come down before 5, from 10 to 5, you'll be good. And we have lots of flowers, too. We have outside, we have pansies and violas in hanging pots, as well as flats, and you can mix and match them. We also have the gift flats where it has a handle on it. You can get that too. Plus, we have the 6-inch pots. We have hello Denise, how are you? Hope everything's well with you. Plus, we have the 6-inch pots, which look really nice. And I was comparing my prices to Stop and Shop last night when I went there for ice cream. And by the way, that ice cream was not so good. I'm not going to tell you what kind it was, but I was disappointed. I think because I'm eating so much fruit have so much fruit in my diet, it just doesn't do it for me much anymore. Or maybe it's just the quality that's not so great. There was a place down in Columbia that I used to get delivery of ice cream. It's called Popsy, Popsy. Man, that was good ice cream. It was fresh made, I think. And they would deliver it on a scooter. Pretty good. I'm looking forward to next year eating that again. I keep checking the front to see if anybody's pulling up because we don't open till 10. But you got to keep an eye out. What else is going on? Yeah, so those of you that came by last year and saw that squirrel. Now let me just give you a little backstory on that. So about 10 years ago, the squirrels here, squirrel population, they were eating my raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries, and my green tomatoes. So, I was thinking, what the hell, what can I do? Oh, they were also eating my sunflowers. So I thought to myself, what can I do to keep these guys from eating this stuff? So I decided one day, it's almost common knowledge that they love peanuts. So I started feeding them peanuts, and it's to the point now where they don't touch any of my stuff in there except for the sunflowers. And if you look, ice cream container, it says dairy dessert, they changed in green. Okay, all right, maybe that's why. Or it could be that I'm used to fruit. But whatever it is, whatever the case was, I was disappointed with the ice cream. So back to the squirrels. I tend to believe that it's because I'm eating so much fruit in my diet. Hello, Catherine. Happy Easter, everybody, by the way. So, the squirrels stopped eating my green tomatoes, my strawberries, blueberries. They stopped eating all that, and all they wanted was peanuts. They love peanuts. Now, they come to me, one this year, last year too. She was so friendly, she would climb up on me and wait, to get a peanut. So she was very friendly, very trusting. And I thought he was a boy. So it turns out that he was a girl and had 2 babies, could be 3, but I think 2 babies, that are up in the roof of the farm stand. Nowhere near any of the produce, and they don't like this, the produce that we have here. So they don't have access to that, but they're up in the rafters, kind of. Cute little things. I first saw them, they had no hair on the tail. Kind of creepy. Thought it were rats. They were rats, but they just have that much more friendly demeanor. They're not like mean. And they're characters too. So they had some babies. So the babies are almost big enough to leave the nest. But it's interesting to see this boy, who's really a girl, a mother. She's breastfeeding them. And now when I feed her a peanut, she goes up into the roof, and I think she's training them. And I'm guessing, because I don't know all the details about their life as babies, but I think she's getting them off the breast milk and starting to put them on Whole Foods, onto the peanuts, because she never brings them into the roof. So it's pretty interesting. So we'll see what develops with that. And we'll see if they are, the 2 or 3 of them are as friendly as she is. So it's an interesting development. Now, as far as back to the farm stand, what I have for sale outside with flowers, we have in the greenhouse here, we got a lot of stuff. We have tomatoes, basil, peppers, impatiens, begonias, petunia, eggplant. I mean, we got so much stuff, but it's just not really safe yet to put outside. The night temperatures have to be 50 to 55 degrees at night consistently for the things I just mentioned to go out. So they're going to stay in the greenhouse for a while. But what I have outside that's safe to plant today, they've been outside for 2 weeks, are the begonias or violas, and I have them in hanging plants, 6-inch pots, flats too. Also, all of the cool weather crops, which is broccoli, cauliflower, kale, lettuce, kohlrabi, collard greens, all that kind of stuff. That's all safe to get in the ground now. And you want, especially with your lettuce, arugula, spinach, you want to get that stuff in now. Beets, all that. You want to get that stuff in now. If you wait too long, it's going to get too hot, and then it's just not going to, the lettuce is going to bolt, which means it's going to get real tall and bitter. So you want to get that stuff in as soon as you possibly can. I'm open today. You can come down and get some stuff if you want to play around in the garden. I also have at the farm stand everything you need to get your garden ready. Now, we had that amazing class yesterday, gardening class yesterday, and we just covered so much good stuff. So I have all the products that you need to get your garden going today. Okay, so also at the farm stand we have blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and elderberry bushes, as well as strawberry plants, all which can go in now. When you buy a blueberry bush from me, I'll tell you what its needs are, because it's different than the other bushes. And we went over that in the class yesterday. We went over a lot of material. It was a really great class, and we had a lot of really interested students. It was a packed out class, which was awesome. We do have another class May 4th, if you folks want to come to that, May 4th at 10:30. We also have some events coming up next week, I believe it is, the 27th, April 27th at 10:30. We have the Herbal Healing Walk. Now, the Herbal Healing Walk is, we're going to learn this stuff together. Now, I know a certain amount of things that are growing here indigenously, and what we do is we tour the farm, point them out, and talk about what their healing benefits are, or what their non-benefits are. So it's really pretty cool. We have that 3 times a year because it changes only 3 times a year, which is pretty exciting too. And I also point out the stuff that's in the field that's growing and what health benefits they have. Everything has some form of health benefit. Hello, Andrew. So, I see Andrew, and I realize that also on the farm stand we have beef tallow. Because you and I had spoken about this before, Andrew. Thank you, and happy Easter to you if you celebrate. I remember growing up as a Catholic, celebrating Easter as an Italian. Oh my God, we had the bread with the egg in it. We used to put a little pinhole in the egg and 2 pinholes and blow out the blow out the eggs, and then we would have the empty hollow shell, and then we would color them. It was a good event. It was good growing up that way, but the food, amazing. As a matter of fact, of course I'm not going to name names on what I'm about to tell you, but we had quite a few people yesterday. They ordered and they picked up yesterday rabbit. They eat rabbit on Easter, which some people just can't get over. They can't do it for obvious reasons. But yeah, every year we have a bunch of, they're usually Italians like me. They come and get their rabbit, and they eat rabbit for Easter. But we also sold a lot of leg of lamb, boneless leg of lamb, and ham. Lots of ham went out yesterday. So it was a heck of a good day. A lot of great food, great safe food. And that's another thing. When you come here, when you go to the supermarket, folks, you gotta check the ingredients on everything. You gotta question, where'd this come from? What's this? When you come here, you can rest assured that everything you get from me is going to be the best quality that I can give you. So you can just shop and not worry, because I've already done the research, and I'm only bringing in things that I also would eat. So we're not going to eat Miracle-Gro here or any of toxic chemicals or none of that stuff happens here. I'm getting a lot of notifications. So you don't have to worry when you come here to shop. Everything is clean. CSA programs, I may have one open. Somebody called me 2 weeks ago, and they asked me to save one for them, and they have not returned. I haven't seen them. So, I guess I'll give them till today to purchase it. And if they don't show up, then I have one CSA membership left, if anybody wants that. We also have slots open for the volunteer program, as I mentioned earlier. Excuse me, which is an awesome program. Thank you, Catherine. That's an awesome program, so you can get involved in that. If you're curious about it, you can shoot me a text or stop down. Today's going to be a beautiful day if you have a little time before or after. A lot of people have an Easter brunch today, which is awesome, but then you have the rest of the day to yourself. So we do have a lot of things down here you can come and take a look at, or you can walk around the farm. It's a little bit rough right now because, we got stuff all over the place. We're working hard. We're trying to get everything in the ground, and we're not exactly super tidy here. So if you do come by today or in the next couple of days, hello, Regina. Today or next couple of days, just pardon our appearance. And we got a negative note too, and that is I keep getting restricted on my texting. So the FCC, every time I text, we try to text 1,500 of our customers per week. But the FCC this year is deeming me as a spammer. And what happens is it's a computer-generated thing. So as soon as I reach a certain amount of texts, computer-generated flags me as a spammer, shoots that over to T-Mobile, also computer-generated, it's not people, and they immediately restrict me. The restriction is supposed to be from 10 to 90 days. And I get restricted 30 times a season, and I have been trying for the last 3 years actually, to try to put a stop to this. I'm constantly wasting time with T-Mobile to try and get it stopped. So what happens is I have to call the carrier, T-Mobile, tell them I'm restricted, have the tech support guy find my restriction on my account, write a ticket, and then the restriction is usually stopped within 48 hours. But it just seems to get longer and longer every year. So I have some alternatives. If you need to get updates or order meat, poultry, fish, or pies, this time of year, that's the only stuff you can pre-order. Everything else you have to come down for. Then you can join my WhatsApp group. So I have to add you to the WhatsApp group. And the WhatsApp group is awesome because I can fit 236 or 256 folks in one group. One group is full already, and we're going to the second group. Second group is almost full. So if you folks don't mind using WhatsApp and you want to get updates, continuous updates at the farm, for your meat, your dairy, all that stuff, and your pies, and just events that we have going on here, then please shoot me a text. I'll see your number and I'll add you to the list. Excuse me. So anyway, back to the last Sunday of this month, which is next week. It's the 27th. Is that next week? Yeah. Geez, it's next week already. Hello, Marlene. How are you? Hello, Ken. Missed you there. And that's another thing, folks. Sometimes I miss the numbers coming up They scroll up on my screen. If I miss your name, I apologize. I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't see you. So, back to what we have going on the last Sunday of this month. The Herbal Healing Walk is at 10:30, which is an amazing hour tour. And then right after that, we go right to the honeybee class. And the honeybee class is also awesome. We start over on the picnic tables. I explain the basic fundamentals and behavior of of the bees. Yeah, I do a lot of that too. So that's and then, man, am I getting a lot of notifications. And then, then we actually go over to the hives, and I show you exactly the way what makes them tick. So if you want to become a beekeeper down the road or soon, this is a good class. This is your first step in that direction. Or if you're just curious about the bees, it's also a good class. Or if you have fear of them, I'm going to show you the things that you need to do hello Elaine, the things you need to do to not watching this bird having a bird bath in one of our tarps that we keep the seedling trays on right out there in the farm stand. Anyway, so this is a good class for all those reasons. The ages from 5 to 95. I customize it. I give the class. I customize it for everybody that's here. So it's a really great class. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so we have that, and don't forget Saturday. Now those are two events that are going to occur on Sunday. Now Saturday is our first yoga for kids, and that's hosted by Dr. Melissa, and she is a certified yoga instructor, and she also has certification in mindfulness. So if you want your child to come on down, usually the ages are like 4 years old to about 10, 11, 12, and it's a really relaxing hour yoga session. And if you have any questions about that, just look at my Facebook page. It's posted, or look at the events, and you'll find it. Events East Islip or events near you, however they lay it out in the search engine for you. But they are all posted. Everything that we're doing is all posted. And we are sold out of pies, by the way. I will resume probably Tuesday or Wednesday making pies again. And I'm pretty excited that they sold out, but it's Easter, of course. Of course they're going to sell out. Anyway, excuse me. So if you want to join my WhatsApp page for updates, because I have a feeling I'm not going to be mass texting much anymore, just shoot me a text. And it could be a text to my phone number, direct line, which is 631-480-6497, excuse me. Or you could shoot me your number from Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, so you can get a hold of me that way, and we'll get you in that group so you never miss an update. But you got to use WhatsApp. A lot of people here in the U.S. don't use it. A lot of people in other countries use it. It's all free video. Yeah, so join that if you need to. Now another thing that we have going on is I have a YouTube page, which I've had for, I think it's been like 5 years. If you'd like to join it, it's Organics Today Farm. It's actually Organics Today. So you can join that page. I believe I have around 7 followers. Big difference from my 6,000 followers on Facebook, isn't it? It's funny. So I'm new at it. I really don't know how to increase my following. But what I do is, you get updates there, and I when I have time, I put some cool videos up. Got this one really cool video. It's called The Birds. You might want to check it out, because one time a year there's a hatching here on this street, and thousands of starlings show up. And you think you're in that movie, The Birds. They're everywhere. It's so cool. If you want to check that out, it's a pretty cool video. So it's Organics Today on YouTube. You can also search it with my email address, which is at MICHAMSS. And that's all you need to write in, and it should come up that way. As I said, pretty new about that. We have some sourdough bread left, and I got some good news. We have a new baker. She makes outstanding bread. I see that. I've seen that. Okay. Yeah, isn't it good, Denise? It's a pretty cool video. Anyway, we have a new baker. She made sourdough bread yesterday. We sold out almost immediately. She makes an awesome product, and we're just going to slowly incorporate her into having regular product here all the time. But I don't want to stress her. You know, I want her to be able, she's got a job, but she happens to be a talented baker on the side. So I don't want to overstress her. So we are going to continue with the bread alone product that I get every week. That's going to stay. And she's slowly going to keep supplying us with fresh, homemade sourdough bread with 3 ingredients: water, salt, and flour. And that's the way it should be. And it's really delicious. She made some other breads for me to sample. Amazing. Amazing. Really talented girl. So if you want some sourdough bread, her sourdough bread is sold out, but excuse me, but it's dry in here. And I don't have any water, do I? She's got an amazing product, though. So if you want it for next week, she's going to be delivering every Saturday morning. So you can come down and grab that, but it's first come, first serve. And we open at 10, so be here at 10 if you want that bread. It's well worth it. Okay, so what else we got here on my list? Okay, we are just about set. Only other thing I would ask you folks to do if you have time today is I always need good reviews on my Google page, good ratings. So if you've ever dealt with me before, you've been here, and you were very satisfied, then please go to my Google page, Organics Today Farm. Go to my Google page, go to reviews, and give me a 5-star rating. Don't give me 4. Give me 5. And it's important because when you look at the places that you're going to visit, you look at the rating to see. I mean, even like when I'm going to buy a mass text app, if it's got a 3-star rating, that's no good. I won't buy it. Excuse me. But if something's got a 4 or 4.5, yeah, then I'll get it. So right now my rating is at 4.6. I really want to get that up to 4.9. What happens is sometimes I'll get bad reviews because oftentimes people will come here with the expectation of this being an entertainment center. And when they get here and see it's just a working farm, and they can't have the kids run around and go on swings and all kinds of stuff, they get pretty disappointed. But I don't know when farms changed from being working farms to being entertainment centers. I don't know when that happened, but that's not what we are here. What we do here is we make people's lives better by growing and selling clean food and education. Yes, we do pumpkin picking, and that's entertainment. But during the year, we're just a working farm. So people will come down here and they say, oh, there's nothing to do for the children. I said, well, no. I mean, you can take a walk around. We're really not prepared yet. We're just opening. And they get mad. And they hit me with a 1-star review. Most people that give me a bad review, I'll look at the review and then I'll check them and see the other reviews that they've given, and they give a lot of bad reviews. So I'm just one of their victims. So what I'm asking you folks to do is, if you've had a good experience with me in any form, then just go to my Google page and please give me a 5-star rating. You don't have to write anything. Don't have to write a review. So there's rating and review. A rating is the amount of stars you give. A review is what you say. You don't have to say anything, but if you give me 5 stars, that would be just great, and that improves obviously my rating. So if you could do that, I'd be very appreciative. And what else? That is about it. We are open every day now from 10 to 6, and that includes weekends, holidays, and bad weather. So I'll be here all day. I'm going to leave today at 5 o'clock, maybe 5:30, maybe 5:45. Obviously, you see I like being here. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic Easter. If you got a little time, come on down to the farm. Thanks. Bye.